I think today is the day I start really trying to focus on figuring out what I can get rid of. So let's take a look at my pile that I've kind of made. It's organized right now, and discuss what I need to get rid of. I also need to take a look at the wall that's right over here and see if there's anything else that potentially can make a cut. The game sale, the local game sale will be happening on August 2nd. I did not do as well at the last time I've done a game sale, so I really want to try to do a little bit better, but I also think I need to try actively selling some of my games locally or on Facebook prior to that game sale to try to get some people who might be more interested in some of these products. So let's take a look at what we have right now. So I got a bunch of games that I've got a pile here of. Not everything in this pile is ready to go. Some of these games, actually, I'm trying to find a spot on the wall, but because I don't have an active spot, they've kind of just ended up piling up. So I've got Fractured Sky with some expansion stuff for Moonrakers up here. I'm probably going to sell a Fractured Sky. I have an additional copy somewhere in the house that I was holding on to for a friend, but I think I'm just going to sell it because I haven't talked to them in a while. So this will be Fractured Sky. This is the Super Deluxe version. Let me turn it right side up. Probably going to be letting this one go or something. Sniper Elite, the board game. This is a copy. I was sent this for review, but we had a friend who had a copy, so I decided to just use theirs because I didn't get everything with it, but I did get these two expansions, or the expansion plus the base game. I actually really like Sniper Elite, and I'm wanting to keep it in my collection. I also have this prototype here that I hope I get the main version from them. I don't know if they'll actually give it to me or not. Deep State is a game that I've been trying for absolute ages to sell. I did a review on this game, maybe 2020 or 2021. I liked it, just haven't played it since, and I don't know if I'll get it to the table. So we're gonna have to get rid of this one. I was asking $10 for it. I think that's like a more than fair price. Just hasn't been able to move. The next game I was kind of considering selling is this PAX Premier. This is the second edition. I heard a lot of great things about this. We played it one time, and the group, it just didn't resonate with the group, but I feel like it's a game that needs more attempts. But, you know, how many games are you willing to hold on to for more attempts when you have so many games to play and so many things that you do enjoy? So I think this one will be going. I was asking $50 for it. I'd like to know what you guys think in terms of that price point. Is that, for the Kickstarter Deluxe Edition, is that a good price? I also have 2 copies of these standalone expansions. This is the Treason of Saruman. I bought this a long time ago. Still have it sealed. And then I've got this Over the Hill and Underhill. This one is the Hobbit expansion. I don't believe they're reprinting this one for the new second edition kind of reprint stuff. So I've kind of been hesitant on getting rid of it, but there's an additional version. There's like 2 expansions with this one, and the second one has been impossible for me to find. So I'm unsure if I should just sell this. This one, I'm pretty positive, has been reprinted in one of the expansions I have on it. So there's no reason for me to maintain or hold this one. But this one, I don't believe they have plans on reprinting it. So I need to figure out what I should do with this one. So those are both sealed and ready to go. I don't know what I would sell them for. I also have 2 sealed copies of Agmar Awakened here. The campaign box plus the hero expansion. I bought these when I was at when I was at Dice Tower 2023, I believe, or 2024, one of those, maybe 2024. I bought these from a game store in Las Vegas, thinking that I didn't have them already. And then turns out I had bought them already. I just hadn't sleeved it or done anything with them. So I bought a double copy, so that's unfortunate. So I need to get rid of those. They sell, I think like this new, whoop. I think new is like $100 for both. So maybe I'll ask like 60 or something for it. We'll see. Haven't really looked. Next, I have Stalker. I've got just a single pledge of Stalker, stretch goals plus the expansion pack down here, or the base game rather. So I got the stretch goals plus the base game. This is a secondary copy. I wasn't aware of this, but I pledged for Stalker. This is actually my pledge. And I wasn't aware of this, but when I received Stalker, it was actually a comp copy from Awakened Realms. The reason I'm surprised by that is I actually didn't do any coverage for them on Stalker. So normally, when you do something for Awakened Realms, they like to comp you at least a copy of the game. But I didn't cover Stalker, and I got it. But I also covered Dragon Eclipse, and I didn't get that. So who knows what's going on back there. But this was my copy that I pledged, because I thought like just the base game was probably a fine enough pledge for what I wanted. But now I've got 2 copies. So we'll be selling my copy. I'll keep the one Awakened Realms sent me, because theirs is the actual Sun Drop. I've got Andromeda's Edge here. This is the next game I've been thinking about selling. I had this at priced. I didn't actually have it priced. It makes me wonder if I didn't take it in. I had Andromeda's Edge priced. Actually, I have no idea. That's the like all-in for Andromeda's Edge. And I don't mind Andromeda's Edge, so don't think I'm sitting here not liking the game, but I don't love the game. There is an expansion coming out that I saw from, I don't remember his channel. There's another guy who loves Andromeda's Edge. I can't remember his channel right now. And he mentioned there's an expansion coming. So maybe I hold on to it. I don't know. I also have over here, I'm not going to grab all of them because there's 100 million of them, but I have like the all-in minus Galactus of Marvel Zombies. Either I need you guys to convince me as to why I should keep this. I've been kind of zombicided out a little bit. I still have an unopened Undead or Alive up there that is worth nothing. Like you can't, it's like the all-in, and you can't get anything for it, right? Maybe I can get something for Marvel Zombies. It's hard to know, because potentially, like, there's a little part of me that doesn't want to sell it, because if something happens to Simon and they go defunct, this might be it, right? And maybe that'll mean it holds a little bit more value. I'm not sure. But I definitely have way too much of this Marvel Zombie stuff, and I need to figure out what to do. I took it off the shelf. It was way up here at the top. I took it off the shelf because I was like, I'm definitely 100% selling Marvel Zombies. And now I've just got all these boxes sitting on my floor, just taking up space. And I'm not sure really what I technically want to do with it. I definitely think I want to sell it. I don't think I'm going to get what I paid for it. I bought it at a retail store, which is, shows you like, they put the markups like on it. So I had to pay tax and pay their shipping price that they stapled on top of it. Wasn't good. But I got FOMO'd. I also have this Harmonies game I've heard really good things about. What do you guys think? Do I open this and play this, or do I just try to sell it so I can make room for other things? There's so many games that I have to play that I'm not sure I have room for all these other additional games. This is some Stalker stuff. I should probably put that with Stalker. Okay, so let's take a look at what else I have. Oh, I figured out where my Fractured Sky was. It's down here with the Brink prototype and the Veiled Fate prototype. It's been hidden by all these board games, and that's why I haven't been able to find it. I was like, I know I have a copy somewhere in this house, but it's been hidden right here. So that makes more sense as to why I couldn't find it. In fact, I also have the Witcher board game hidden down here. And that's kind of one of the reasons why I want to get these games off the floor and try to sell some of these games and whatnot. Because it makes it impossible for me to operate. So what else we got here? Well, I've got another pledge of Moonrakers. This is the all-in version. It's not the Titan box or whatever I believe that was called. I think the Titan box. I'm looking at mine right now behind me, but I've got the Moonrakers. It's got the 3 expansions on it. I wasn't sure if I was going to use that one for a giveaway. I've got another Ivy Studio game that I could do part of the giveaway, the 3 games that we're giving away for the 10K subscriber goal. The one I think I'm going to give away is the Mythic Mischief. I have Mythic Mischief plus 3 expansions with it. So that right now is the one that I had earmarked for the giveaway. Moonrakers is one that I could give away or I could sell. It was a thank you gift from Ivy Studios for helping with some of their campaign launches. I think like maybe Brink or Tend. It was like, here's a thank you. You know, do what you want with it. You can, really, you can give away, you can keep it, you can sell it, whatever you want to do. And I appreciate that IV Studios does that. And it's one of the reasons why when I do my preview games or my review games for IV Studios, I always have to say, hey guys, these guys, they send me things, sometimes unasked, like they'll just be like, here you go, here's another copy. That's actually where the Mythic Mischief was. It was, these two came together as, here you go, and I'm like, well, shoot, I guess I'll put one in a giveaway and I'll figure what I want to do with the other one. So that's kind of what that is. We've got Earth Under Siege. This is a game that I did a review for their second relaunch for Kickstarter. Let me move this back a little bit, my camera. I like the game. I put a lot of time into this game in terms of playing it, trying to, learn about the systems and whatnot. And I pretty much I felt like the experience that I wanted out of it. So, there's so many campaign games. I didn't beat it, but I don't know if I have the time to beat a campaign. The last one I beat was Oathsworn, and it took nearly a year for us to actually get through the whole campaign. It's definitely a time commitment when you're having to play so many different games every week. The next one that I've been looking at selling, My Father's Work. Now, My Father's Work is a game that I actually enjoy, but I don't know if the enjoyment scales with the length of the game. This was our October game. We played this every October for the past 3 years, and it's been fun. It's a great game. I think it's kind of quirky. The story's okay. I like that the narrates in the beginning, but then it stops narrating, which kind of sucks. But I just don't know if the time commitment for me is worth it for the experiences I get out of this. But I do think this is a really good game, and this is kind of the height of Kickstarter in terms of like really deluxeification components for a reasonable price. I think that's where My Father's Work kind of fits in. Now we're kind of in a weird limbo state with Kickstarter where you don't get as good of deluxeifications, and if you do, you're really paying for it. This is another one that I did coverage for, some unpaid coverage. This was Cities of Venus. This was sent to me as a thank you once the campaign fulfilled. So I appreciate them for submitting this. I just haven't decided if I actually want to open it and add it to the collection. It's hard because you have so many games now that I'm trying to really keep my things as condensed as possible. So I think Cities of Venus is on my list of culling. We also have Cosmic Encounters right here. This is a game, I actually have a full 3D insert printed out that I did for this one, and I was hoping that Cosmic Encounters would be a game that I could get all the expansions for. It'd be a game that we could play at high player counts, and it was fine. I thought when I played it, it was fine. My socks weren't blown off. It wasn't like, holy crap, and I got this in a buy 2 get 1 free or buy 3 get 1 free from our local game store years ago. They don't do those sales anymore. So I got this as one of my free games, and you could say, it's 25% off or whatever the sale actually broke down to. But that's why I got it. I'm asking $45. What do you guys think? Is that too much? That includes the 3D printed insert? I'm not sure. Another game that I got from Gen Con that still isn't sold was Empires of the Void 2. I got this from Gen Con 2023. And I also have a 3D insert. This is really heavy. I'm pretty sure I have a 3D insert in it. Let me double check. Yeah. Yeah, I've got a custom insert that I made 3D printed out of this one. So it's really freaking heavy. It's going to be hard to ship. But this is a game that I think was good, but didn't land with the group. And we played it one time. And even though I brought it up again, like, hey, does anyone want to try Empires of the Void? They're like, what about Kemet or something of that ilk, or Inish or Cyclades? It's just it never wants to get tabled again. No one in the group is clamoring to play Empires of the Void 2. The art was intriguing. I like some of the concepts from Red Raven Games, but it just didn't land. And what are you going to do? So I was asking $55 for this one. I think the shipping is probably going to be the hardest thing on that game because of the insert. It's so freaking heavy. The next game that I was asking potentially to sell, I haven't made like a full decision on that, but that was Final Girl. I've got them all right here, season 1 all in. I go back and forth on Final Girl because I think Final Girl is a really elegant design. I'm just not a big solo gamer. When I do, I play Lord of the Rings or Marvel Champions. Those are my solo games right now. So I just don't know what I should do with Final Girl. I've got the play mat, I've got, you know, some of the bonuses. I basically went all in on the first Kickstarter. But they've also, there was a time when Final Girl was well worth over its value. I think that time is dead, and a lot of different Kickstarters, I think that time is dead. But Final Girl's been reprinted so many times, as well as had so many different iterations and different volumes, that it's very hard to sell and make at least your money back. You probably are going to have to lose some, which means right now is actually probably a good time. If you are getting into board gaming and you're looking to pick up some older titles that are pretty well regarded, you could get some for a pretty good price and save what people paid originally. So let's take a look at the rest of the wall and theorize and see if there's anything else I can get rid of. We've got the wall here. Let's kind of just go kind of down from over here. So I have Uprising. I hate to get rid of Uprising. I enjoy this game. Very challenging game. Forbidden Stars. The Stalker one that I was talking about. Oh, just stepped on something. Resident Evil. This is one I've been really highly considering selling. Just not a game that I'm like thinking it's gonna hit the table. Darkest Dungeon. I paid for the additional like stuff on this. Probably never gonna happen. And I paid because Six Siege did make it. So I was like, well, they did Six Siege. Why would they not do Darkest Dungeon? But you know how it is. Next, we've got Cthulhu Death May Die, Season 4. I'm probably going to keep that, as well as, for now, the Zombicide Undead or Alive. So that's those. Down here, we're going to get to the more... I'm going to actually flip the camera around. So here you can start seeing some of my stuff. We've got Shadows over Camelot, 51st State, Chronicles of Crime, Far Shore. Far Shore is one I have highly considered getting rid of. Because I have Everdell, I don't necessarily think you need both. Dune, we're not getting rid of Dune. Brass Empire, that's one I could sell. Purple Haze is one I did for coverage. I've played it quite a bit. This could probably go, to be honest. I might be able to get rid of Purple Haze. What do you got here? Spirits of the Forest, that's my wife's. Atlantis Rising, we actually have yet to play this. There's the Whitechapel, I like Hidden Movement. Planet for X, I enjoyed that. My first Castle Panic, that's my daughter's. Raw. All these seem safe. Mass Effect, I got sent that for coverage. I need to actually do something with that at some point. Seventh Citadel, this is one I probably could sell. I think like, you can't even say it. It's called like Carnival or something, or Zombie Carnival. What is this game called? Carnival Zombie. There you go, you can see it actually. This is one of my first Kickstarters I ever backed. I never thought it would show up, and it did. Detective, Tyrants of the Dark, Dune. Let's see here. I'm kind of holding this in a bad angle. What do you got here? Burn Cycle, Zia, Endless Winter, Legion. All this Star Wars Legion can probably go. I've got 2 Calyxes of that. Snapship Tactics could probably go. After the Empire, First in Flight, Septima. I need to sell this. I got sent another copy. And this is all my review, like, plan on coverage at some point is all this stuff down here. I don't know. I got a lot of stuff over here. Hold on. I got a lot of stuff over here as well. Is there anything that stands out? Sky Tier Horde is a game I have yet to play. I sleeved it all up. Nothing too... Pendulum. I could probably get rid of Pendulum. That could probably go. Heat. Heat was on my fast track of selling it, but haven't done it yet. This is a spot for a game. Hopefully we can get something up there. Nothing here. Brass, My Little Scythe, Spirit Island. We're keeping all that stuff. Yeah, I just don't think I have much room. We have, I mean, there's even more games over here. Primal, Everdell, some D&D stuff. Some more games down there, but those are all blocked by prototypes. They need to figure out we got more prototypes and stuff over here. You got even more stuff over here. There's just stuff everywhere, guys. You know, Soul Raiders, this finally showed up after 5 years. You have this entire campaign of Chronicles of Jornagor. Half of it is opened because I played half the campaign. When the second campaign showed up, I just haven't had the desire to open it up. Isofarian Guard, I was waiting till the second edition stuff showed up, and it has, and I still haven't touched that yet. So definitely kind of in a weird limbo with a lot of my games. But I think we're gonna flip this around and finish up with me. So, I don't know, it's kind of a frustrating point. You got a lot of games to sell, so I think I'm just gonna get the ones that I've already kind of earmarked as sell and get those going. And maybe as things start clearing off the floor, I'll have a better idea of kind of what I wanna do. But that's gonna be it for the shelf or sell segment of the episode this week. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please let me know in the comment section down below if you have any ideas of things that I could sell or strategies that you do in terms of letting go games. My name is Brian. I'll talk to you soon. Wait, we have a giveaway going on. So let's do the giveaway. Let's do a question of the day. I've already asked the question of the day, but we got to do the hashtag question of the day. So the hashtag question of the day is, which Ivy Studio game would you rather see as the giveaway? Would it be Mythic Mischief or Moonrakers? Let me know in the comment section down below. That might determine which one is given as the giveaway.